Alright everyone, it's time to talk about the superb owl, of course. Brief recap of a few things of a socio-political nature. I don't really care about the game itself. First though, I wanted to show you a couple things that I was given by Mr. Cummings from Wyoming. I've got my own pirate flag now, which I absolutely love. And also, look, it's the Trump dump truck. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, some fun stuff. So thank you very much, Mr. Cummings. I appreciate it very much. Also, I'll be reading these articles that you sent me as well. Now, we gotta talk about the Superb Owl. Of course, the Eagles won 40-22 over the Chiefs. I don't really care about that, though. The halftime show generated controversy. I don't care about that, though. What I do care about are the further implications. For example, I'm not sure whether Trump has actually invited the Eagles to the White House for the celebratory meal. I mean, probably McDonald's, by the way. Maybe he'll switch allegiance to Wendy's or something like that. I think the last time that they won, he didn't invite them, actually. I believe that because they knelt, for the national anthem, he said, fuck you, basically. He was rooting for the Chiefs, by the way. By the way, I was the only one in my household. My parents are a little bit into football. Well, a lot of it into football. And they both predicted the other teams were the ones that were going to go to the Super Bowl. I was the only one that correctly guessed the outcome. I guessed that the Eagles would win, by the way, informally, just among my family members. I didn't really care, but, seeing a sad Taylor Swift when the Chiefs lost was pretty funny. There's a picture of her, and she's, kind of awestruck at how bad the team is doing, and that was pretty funny to me. I thought it was hysterical. I don't have any problem, like a hate boner for Taylor Swift or anything like that, but yeah, it's still hysterical because, and other people have pointed this out, mainly people who are big fans of football, that effectively football has devolved into Taylor Swift footage. And, I mean, I'm sympathetic because I can imagine you're trying to watch the game and all you're seeing is this pop star that you may or may not even like. My sympathies. I can understand why that would be a problem. Now, if it were like Tom Petty up in the stands or Alice Cooper or somebody really cool like that, Meatloaf in his prime, that would be a little bit different. The Superb Owl went off without a hitch, though. In part, I think that there were people, because Trump was there, there were presumptively people that were casting certain protective spells, so to speak. I won't name names, but you can probably think of who I'm talking about. You gotta realize, when you've got an event with tens of thousands of people in attendance, some psychopath, they've kind of got, more urge to attack the venue. Thankfully, nothing particularly like that happened. Although I did notice that there were riots in Philadelphia right afterwards. Can I please discuss something briefly? And this is the case for football fans, especially for the Raiders, especially back when they were based in Oakland. Soccer, hooligans, stuff like that. When your team wins, why do you riot and burn local businesses and smash up cars and stuff? I can remember, for example, when I was in college, there was a huge parade of people through the fucking street at the time. I was looking out my window, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Boston, the Boston Red Sox, when they won, I think this was, I can't remember the year, 2007, 2008, something like that. I was sitting in my dorm room and a bunch of people marched by, and apparently there were riots at the UVM campus. They were flipping over cars and tearing down lampposts and stuff like that. It's like, okay, I can understand. Okay, you're getting a shot of adrenaline, your team won. But at the same time, how is that celebratory? We tossed over a police car. Yeah, and now you've got, felony charges on your ass. Ta-da! Was it really worth it? I guess you get enough booze in people and the UVM campus, certainly other substances. I guess it gets them going a little bit. But I don't understand sports in general. Like American football, for example. You're basically watching dudes in spandex patting one another's asses, playing with their balls, and then they all go and shower together after the game. what's the purpose? By the way, Donald Trump has something that he can do here, which would be quite unifying. He should invite both teams to the White House, break with tradition and invite both of them, and say, look, you both won your championships, and say, give some vague excuse for why the losers are there too, and, unify things. It would be funnier, although probably not politically helpful, if he invited the Chiefs because he was rooting for them, and he snubs the Eagles again. But, I mean, keep in mind, the team is not the same as the one that was kneeling for the flag years and years ago. You should probably not do that. I would invite both teams, and then I would give a vague message about unity, and it would be a big hit. It would ingratiate you to fans of both teams, and people would say, oh, okay, that's pretty cool, and, you have to dispense twice as many Big Macs, but, and French fries, but it's a real big problem. Myself, I prefer Wendy's, honestly. No, I'm not a big McDonald's fan. My mom works for McDonald's, actually. So I offered a managerial position, decided not to take it, I think. The Super Bowl, though, I mean, it's always interesting. Mainly when I was younger, you would watch it for the ads. I was a little bit more into it when I was younger. I remember I was a fan of the Dallas Cowboys around their prime back in the 90s. And they cucked the Buffalo Bills several times. They're always the bridesmaid and never the bride, by the way. Poor saps. Anyway, I remember watching, like, they used to have, like, the old Budweiser ads with the Budweiser frogs or the Clydesdales. They would have ads for everything under the sun. And they were always super zany. Because when you're paying that much for an ad in a primetime slot, one of the greatest primetime slots that you can get, you try to make it interesting. You try to make it catchy. And there were like ads of the Geico Gecko, and which I don't even know if he's still around. I haven't seen one lately. And stuff like that. And I always thought that was fun. And then the halftime show basically makes or breaks the game, kind of, when you think about it. There are people that watch it just for the fucking halftime show. And so you have really, really great performances like Prince with Purple Rain, with arguably Lady Gaga. I think that she's the second best halftime show actually yet. I did not watch this one. I do see controversy surrounding it though. And the controversy, I guess, centers on sociopolitics. Don't know. Don't care. Not even going to bother watching a clip of it because it's fucking stupid. I'm not into that kind of music. If you get like if you got like Alice Cooper up there or something like that, again, I would watch that. Get Depeche Mode in there, although they'd probably do a politicized halftime show too. Seems that they're a little bit into socialistic politics more than anything else. It'd still be good though. Dave Gahan's still got it. Seen their latest music? Yeah, Memento Mori and stuff like that. Actually hits pretty hard. It's pretty great. So I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I did troll some sports fans anonymously on the sports page on 4chan for a while. Then I just said fuck it and conked out. Then I had insomnia, woke up and shit posted on Twitter, only to sadly find that Kanye has rage quit the platform. Man, you were hitting it out the park. I don't know why he left. And now apparently the only thing he's selling on his website, at least at last check, is the swastika shirt. I don't know what's going on. I know that he has bipolar, but whatever. They should have gotten Kanye to do the halftime show. Can you imagine how funny that would be? He comes out, you think he's about to sing, and all of a sudden he just goes on a rant about Jewish people or something like that. That would be one for the history books. That would outshine the crazy MTV halftime show back in the day. You remember that one with Justin Timberlake and Miss Jackson? I can't... What's her first name? I can't recall. I'm having a Biden moment. Yeah, that was a funny one. The spangled nipple and stuff like that. Back in the day, that was edgy. These days, it's like, alright, there's no nudity. You can see more on the beach anyway, so I don't know what the hell you give a shit about. It's like sometimes people complain about me having this open. Okay, if I'm at the beach, do you think that I'm wearing a full coat and stuff like that and long pants? A little bit different. This is a little bit of a rant, by the way. It's a flippant video. Now, the Super Bowl used to be something that I would watch. These days, it often devolves into players taking the knee for the national anthem, politicized halftime shows, watered down ads, and if you go there, watered down beer, I'm sure, and other cocktails and stuff. Hey, it's 4% alcohol. This will get you smashed as long as you drink 20 of them. By the way, they're $50 a piece. That's basically the way it works at football venues. You can't bring your own bottle. How sad. Donald Trump seemed to have a good time. They cut away to him. He didn't seem too happy during the fairly politicized halftime show. Other than that, though, I haven't seen anything of it. Congratulations to the Eagles, I guess. I mean, you absolutely crushed the Chiefs, but I just can't be brought to give a damn. That's about all. Peace out.